Hi, this is Kal-Ven Tag and Title Service located at 627 North Collington Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland. Zip code is 21205. Hours are Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday is 11 to 6. Website is www.kalventagtitle.com. Hours, I've said the hours. I'm also a Pennsylvania agent, a licensed PA agent here in the state of Maryland. Today, this is a continuation of the historic registration I did, I believe a few hours ago. When I made the video, I realized that I didn't mention that tag and title agents are not supposed to process vehicles that are 50 years or older and also vehicles that are 60 years or older. We can only process 1999 up to 49 years. Let's say old up to 49. Anything 50 years has to go to MVA. Anything 60 years has to go to MVA. So I forgot to mention that. So let me kind of re-narrate this registration. And also I didn't mention other vehicles. I didn't mention that these are, even though I specified the gross vehicle weight rating, I was supposed to mention the names. The vehicles that are qualified to do this. So historic passenger vehicle, motorcycle, or truck with a gross vehicle weight rating of 10,000 pounds or less and is model year 1999 or older and has not been substantially altered or remodified or remanufactured from its original design. Okay. Before, historic vehicles used to be from 20 years or older. 20 years or older. Now, the law has been revised that it has to be from 1999 and older. 1999 and older. But remember, if you're getting historic vehicle, getting the historic plates, remember this vehicle is restricted. You can't drive it on a daily basis. If it's a vehicle that you're gonna use to commute to and from work, even though it's historic plate, you're still obligated to get it inspected. That way you're free to drive it anywhere you want to. This for people who have two vehicles and they want to get a second vehicle. If the vehicle falls under 1999 or older, they are qualified to get historic, meaning that this would be a vehicle that they drive for pleasure. They just drive around the neighborhood. But if you want to use it to commute to and from work, it's not the right vehicle to commit to and from work, because if you get a ticket, if you get pulled over by the police, you're gonna get a ticket on this registration. So for these historic vehicles that are under 37, that are 1999 or older, it includes motorcycles as well. Motorcycles, pickup trucks, cargo, vans, multipurpose vehicles, passenger. Any vehicle or motorcycle, when we use vehicle, it includes motorcycles, Motorcycles are into this. So if your motorcycle is 1999 or older, you are qualified to get historic under this registration. Remember that with this historic, you can get up to 3 years. The system allows you to do 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, okay? You get 2 plates, one in the front and one in the back. This registration is renewable and transferable. Renewable is if it's expired, you are allowed to renew. And then transferable is if you buy another 1999 or older vehicle and you no longer have this new vehicle in your possession, once you sell the vehicle, you can transfer those plates, to another 1999 or older vehicle. So it's transferable. This type of registration, tag and title agent can process. We can process this, and we can process this. So for street road tag and title agents also can process street road registration. Street road vehicles are vehicles that are 25 years or older that has not been substantially altered, remodified, or remanufactured from its original design. You have trucks, you have motorcycles, you have cargo vans, anything that you want to, any vehicle that you want to categorize under this registration has to be 25 years or older. Motorcycle, we have motorcycle street road plates, that we issue. So with this one, the system allows tag and title agent also to process. We can do street road registration. We can do these. Yeah, I believe you are also qualified to get up to 3 years. I've not done one for a very long time. So I believe since regular historic can get up to 3 years, I believe street road also you can get up to 3 years. So for 50 years or older, 50 years or older, you get a single plate. This plate can be displayed either on the front or the back of your of the rear of your vehicle. It's renewable and transferable. Can only be processed at MVA. Tag and title agent cannot process this because this registration you can only get one plate. We tag and title agent, any vehicle that is 50 years or older, this registration can only be done at MVA. You guys don't come to us, you go to MVA to do this. I forgot to clarify this when I was doing the registration. When I was making the first video. So we tag and title, we don't process any vehicle that is historic, that is 50 years or older, okay? Then the next one is 60 years or older and has not been substantially altered or remodified or remanufactured from its original design. This is a one-time permanent non-transferable registration fee. Note, the registration does not qualify for a special registration plate, okay? So this registration, the 60 years or older, you can only get one plate and is a one-time permanent non-transferable registration fee, meaning you pay one time to drive that vehicle until the vehicle is put off the road. If you buy another 60 years, any 60-year vehicle or older that you want to register, you cannot transfer that old plate to the new vehicle. It's a one-time registration. Once that vehicle is put off the road, you turn in your plate and get new plate for the other vehicle. If the vehicle is 60 years or older, you can get another one, but it's a one-time fee you pay, whereby you don't renew, it's permanent as long as you own the vehicle. This also can also be processed at MVA. We tag and title agent are not qualified to do this. You can only get a single plate for this type of registration. It's only one plate that you can either put in the front of your vehicle or the rear of your vehicle. Historic vehicles with 10,000 gross vehicle weight, tractors and motorhomes. This type of registration is 25 years or older and has not been substantially altered, remodified, remodeled, and remanufactured from its original design. So for vehicles that are over 10,000 pounds, such as tractors and motorhomes, historic is from 25 years or older, and this vehicle has not been substantially altered, remodified, and remanufactured from its original design. So vehicles like this, tractors and motorhomes, most of them are like, you don't drive them every day. It's just like for maybe farm work, whatever you want to do, and then the motorhome, yeah, probably is parked somewhere. Some people move it around, but it has to be 25 years or older for you to qualify for this registration. This we can process. We tag and title agent, we can process this. You get 2 plates for this registration, one in the front and one in the back. You can get up to 3 years. A 3-year registration is renewable and transferable. We tag and title agent can process. So historic truck over
detected at front door.
Over 10,000 pounds. Over 10,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating. Tractor or motorhome. This is a 60-year or older vehicles and has not been substantially altered or remodified or remanufactured from its original design. This is a one-time non-transferable registration fee. Okay, this is for vehicles that are 10,000 pounds and older. 10,000 pounds gross vehicle weight rating, such as the tractor or a motorhome that is 60 years or older and has not been substantially altered or remodified or remanufactured from its original design. This is a one-time registration. This is a one-time permanent non-transferable registration fee. Yes. The other one I talked about was under 10,000 pounds. This is for a 10,000 pound and over, such as a motorhome or a tractor. So for vehicles like this that are 60 years or older, you can only get, you can only do a one-time permanent non-transferable registration fee, meaning that you pay one time and you can't, this license plate is not renewable. It's permanent. It's gonna stay on that truck until you sell the truck or you put the truck off the road. In case you sell the truck or the motorhome, you have to turn in your plate. You cannot transfer it to another motorhome, okay? Also note that this registration does not qualify for a special registration plate. And also remember that historic registration in this category may not be used for occasional transportation. They are limited to activities and contained in the certificate. Meaning this registration is limited. You can't just be driving the truck like anyhow. It's restricted. Go to NVA website to know how you can use these vehicles. You know, if you want to get more details, yes, you go to NVA website and get more details on how to drive, you know, these vehicles. They can't be used, you cannot use them like, they cannot, it said they may not be used occasionally. They may not be used, how did they put it? Okay, may not be used. Okay, they may not be used for occasional transportation, meaning they are limited. It's restricted. So go to NVA website to get more information on this. And this type of registration, we tag and title agents cannot process. Okay, the only ones who can process are the 1999 and older, street road that are 25 years or older. Yeah, street road that are 25 years or older, and then also 10-pound gross vehicle, 10,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating vehicles, such as the tractors or motorhomes. Those ones we can register. Anything over 10,000 pounds, we can register those ones. They get 2 plates. If your vehicle is over 10,000 pounds, historic is 25 years or older, okay? But for regular passenger vehicles, registration historic is from 1999 or older, okay? That's under 10,000 pounds. This will be for passenger vehicles such as sedan, multi-purpose vehicles, pickup trucks, cargo vans, all those ones that are under 10,000 pounds can get historic, and you get 2 years. So for those people who registered, who got historic, if your vehicle is 2000 and 2005 and you're driving with historic plates, you have to turn them in because the law has been changed to 1999 or older. It's no longer 20 years or older. So if your vehicle falls under 2000 and 2005 and you have historic vehicle, please turn those plates in. Turn them in. I don't know if they allow you to drive until they expire. I don't know what MVA, I don't know if you received anything in the mail, but if you want to use it to commute to and from work every day, yes, you have to turn in your plates. Historic is no longer 20 years or older. So if you're driving it, you're driving at your own risk. You might be pulled over by a police officer, and the police is, I believe, they're obligated to give you a ticket, because I'm sure when this law came out, MVA advised people to turn in their plate to get 30 days. That way they get their vehicle inspected. But remember, if your vehicle is if your vehicle fall under this historic registration, remember, if you want to use that vehicle to commute to and from work every day, remember that this vehicle must be inspected, even though it's So if it's 1999 or older. If you want to use it to commute to and from work, yes, by law, you still got to get inspected. But if it's going to be a second vehicle or you got to use it around your neighborhood, yeah, you're free to do historic. But as long as commuting to and from work, even though it's historic, you cannot drive it on a daily basis to commute to and from work. So if you're driving 2000 and 2005, you have to return your plate to MVA. We tag and title agents, we do not have the system. MVA has not given us the system whereby we can switch from historic to 30 days. When we use the 30-day, titled vehicle with 30-day Perm Tag, the system says the vehicle is registered, so the system does not allow us. Substitute registration. I don't know if it's gonna allow. That means if your vehicle is still valid, like it hasn't expired, maybe the system will allow that. So if you get your vehicle inspected, you are free to come to us to try, because with the new system, the system does not allow us. But if you come with the inspection, maybe the system will let me use the registration tag renewal option to replace the plate. I believe the system will allow me. But if you're coming to me, you must make sure you come with the safety inspection. If you don't have the safety inspection and you want to switch your tags to 30 days, you have to go to MVA, because we tag and title, the system does not allow us. So if there's an update, if the MVA will allow the vendors, to allow us to switch from historic to 30 days, vice versa, yes, we'll let you guys know. But for now, we can't switch these plates. So let me finalize this. Tag and title agent can process registration from 1999 or older. We can also process street road, 25 years or older. And also we can process vehicles that are 10,000 pounds or 10,000 pounds or older. 10,000 gross vehicle weight rating or older vehicles, we can process them. Those get 2 plates. But for 60 years and older, you have to go to MVA. You get a single plate. 60 years or older, you get a single plate. That is a permanent plate that is not transferable. You can't transfer this plate to another vehicle, so it's a one-time registration. You go to MVA to do this. You can only get 1 plate. Then 50 years or older can only go to MVA, because you guys get 1 plate. You do not go to a tag and title agent. We cannot help you unless you want us to go on your behalf, to MVA to get the car registered. So if your vehicle is 50 years and older and 60 years and older, you have to go to MVA. We process under 50 years and on, 50 years and under. Yeah. Is this 50 years and 50 years downwards or whatever? Yeah, just 49 years. I'm getting confused here. But you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So if your vehicle is, we can process 1999 and older. We can process street road, 25 years and older. And also we can process 10,000 gross vehicle weight rating of vehicles that are 25 years and older. Yeah, if your vehicle is 10,000 pounds and older, yes, this is a commercial vehicle. It falls under commercial. So we can process for 10,000 pound gross vehicle weight and older. Your vehicle must be 25 years and older for you to get historic. And this is for tractors and motorhomes, okay? So I believe that's, I hope I've not forgotten anything, because every time I make a video and I go watch it, I'll realize that I omitted some things, I hope this will cover the first video I did. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please go to our comment section and leave us a message, or you go to our website, you use the contact us feature to leave a question, and then you allow 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours for a response, okay? Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to go to MVA website. On the search button, you type historic and then read to know how to use these vehicles. Thank you for watching.